Hey everybody, James Swank here with JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online at JUNK180.com. Just wanted to show you a little something I picked up today. That there is the vaccination report card. I just left Kaiser about 10 minutes ago and just got my second dose of the Moderna vaccine. So I got 2 weeks before peak efficacy, and you know, I'm done. You know, there's gonna be feelings both ways on vaccination. Whether should I get it? Should I not get it? And I personally believe that should be a personal choice. You have the choice to whether or not to get this vaccine. The at-risk populations are, by and large, they're vaccinated. Right? I think I read or saw on the news in the past couple days here in California anyway, there's like somewhere between 70 to 80% of ages 65 and over in the state have gotten at least one of their vaccination shots. And then the population that the greater population that's not really at any risk for themselves personally, it's like 58% or something. It's, you know, the numbers are climbing up there pretty high. So it's kind of to the point where everybody who is at risk has had an opportunity, multiple opportunities to get their vaccinations, and it's moved on to anybody that chooses to get vaccinated also has that opportunity, which essentially leaves people who are not vaccinated by choice, and they calculate their risk and they choose to run the risk of for their own personal well-being of not being vaccinated. So you know, that's freedom of choice, right? The emergency is over. The emergency precautions and recommendations and mandates are more or less over. So the CDC just came out with updated guidelines, kind of out of the blue. I'm not aware of any particular scientific breakthrough, smoking gun theory, report or study that changed from one day to the next, where the CDC was doomsday, doom and gloom, prepare for the worst, and then the next day they announce, if you've gotten vaccinated, it's safe, you can go ahead and take your mask off, indoor or outdoor. So that's the new CDC guideline, is to still be careful essentially in large gatherings, subways, buses, you know, ball games, concerts, but by and large, the mask mandate from the CDC, or the recommendation from the CDC, has changed, and masks are no longer recommended. Now, some of the states are a little ahead on the curve on this. Florida and Texas, I'm looking at you. Here in California, despite the CDC's change in tune, they are still going by this arbitrary date that they set of, I believe it's June 16th. So we still got about another month worth of COVID restriction and mandates out in California before reopening. So reopening of California. So what is that going to mean for us in junk removal business, or just service industry in general? So here's my take on it. The propaganda machine has been working overtime for the past 14-15 months to convince everybody that you are going to die. Actually worse, it's not that you are going to die. Their message was, you will kill other people by not complying with these mandates. Okay, so probably a little over the top with the messaging, But you know, it's in all honesty, it's a scare tactic, and the scare tactic worked. You know, they would say that well, it's up to businesses to require masks or not, but then they're in charge of what businesses get to remain open and which have to close as essential businesses. You've probably seen churches that have defied orders and reopened. Gyms, you know, there's a gym in New York that just defied the order to shut down, and the government is all over them. Millions of dollars worth of they're attempting millions of dollars worth of penalties and fines. So yeah, it's not up to the businesses, it's the government holding the gun to the business's head to for those businesses to push what the government was putting out there. So straw man argument on that. But they've done such a thorough job of convincing everybody that if you don't wear a mask, you are going to die and you are going to kill other people, that there's going to be a section of the population that is never, ever, ever going to be able to get their mind to reverse course and get back to normal and assume the standard risk element of going out into public without a mask. I know here in California, there's, you know, I'm part of many Facebook groups, both junk removal and just local Facebook groups. And there's no shortage of locals around here that are, you know, complaining it's too soon, this is dangerous, we shouldn't be doing this. And those are the people that are never going to be able to return to normal. So what are you going to do when you are called by one of these people to go serve their junk removal needs? Or if you're in another service industry, whatever service that might be. Now for us, we've always said that we're following CDC guidelines. CDC guidelines now say no mask. Once California's restrictions are lifted, we will be a no mask by, our standard will be a no mask company, unless it's appropriate. We always carry masks on the truck anyway for dusty jobs, cutting up hot tubs. There's certain insulation. There's certain jobs where a mask is an appropriate component of PPE in the first place. So we always have masks on the trucks. However, with the mandate being lifted, the messaging in the near future will be following CDC guidelines. Masks are no longer required by the company to be for our team members to wear, but we will be happy to wear a mask while serving you upon request. We realize that not everybody will be comfortable having a maskless individual in their property at this time. We're more than willing to go ahead and wear a mask based on your request. So that'll be the message for a while. It's gonna get there's gonna be some hateful blowback on that from these same people that are not going to accept any infinitesimal amount of risk in their lives. But you know, we got to get back to normal, and this is step one. The CDC has lifted guidelines. We put masks on based on CDC guidelines. We're going to take them off based on CDC guidelines. But if it makes you more comfortable, we got no problem wearing a mask as a courtesy to you while we work in your home. All right, everybody, this is James Swank, JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online at junk180.com. Until next time, I'm gonna go swing by this job, check on my guys, a little spot audit here, and see you next time. Good luck out there. Let's return to normal, get back to our normal daily lives. Bye-bye.